Hello, everybody. It's Diane again, and today we're talking about one of my favorite shows of all time, The Walking Dead. And tonight was season 9, episode 1 premiere. I am foregoing watching The Talking Dead. I kind of watched them half on, half off when I've actually had cable. I haven't for the last 2 years. That's neither here nor there. I want to talk to you about what I thought about it. So clearly, based on the fact that Maggie's had her kid and he was almost 1 year old, or at least like 8 or 9 months old. And everything seems to have tapered off. People are growing crops, living their best lives, I guess. So I think it's been about a year since the end of last episode, is my guess, because or last episode, last season, because at the end of last season, Maggie was showing. So maybe a year and a half, even. It's been a while. My favorite part of all of this, was that, um, okay. Can we just say this matchup? Yes, bitch, yes! These are two of my favorite characters of all time. That is Ezekiel. Oh, I've lost. Why am I thinking Claire? Not correct. I've lost my mind. Who cares? Carol. Fuck. Carol and Ezekiel. Carol deserves it. Ezekiel deserves it. I love them both. I want to hug them both. This is so wonderful. He proposes to her. She says no, she really wants to. It's gonna happen. He almost died. I had a heart attack. I was like, no, not this close in the season. From reading stuff about the season, whenever I felt like Rick was gonna die, like in this episode, but he didn't. Some random kid that we've never met before and don't care about now dies, and his death sparks people being mad at Maggie on Hilltop and the old fucking Chancellor, whatever. Who cares about him too? I don't give a shit about him or his name, and he's dead now. Thank you, fucking yes. But tries to like have her killed because horrible person. Yeah, he's always been. She should have killed ages ago or let him off on his own, and they did that, but then he went with the saviors, and who fucking cares? Okay, he's dead now. Huzzah. Now, of course, um, the end of this episode was her like killing that awful dude because he tried to kill her. I thought she was gonna kill grieving dad. I'm glad she didn't, because I don't think that family or the community that. But I think that this was it's good and bad, because I don't want people to start seeing her as another Negan. No one loves me some Negan. And Negan's still alive. Duh. We haven't seen him this episode. They did show a sneak peek of next week's episode where he's in some basement somewhere. My guess is Andrea, because they had like some jail cells there. One of them that I think Morgan made. So my guess is he might be there. I don't know. Who cares? I would think Rick would want to keep Negan close. Neither here nor there. They should have killed Negan. They didn't. That was their bad. But anyways, I think Maggie did the right thing. It seems like everyone's doing good. My thing is, I get wanting to help the saviors and getting them on their feet. I guess I get that. I would have just been like, okay, you guys surrendered, but you're on your own now, and you have to leave the place, and you have to go, and we don't ever want to see you. That's what I would have done. Or made them integrate into each of the societies. Like, clearly, you can't grow anything in a gravel pit in a warehouse, except I guess they could grow corn. That seems strange, non-realistic, but whatever. Um, but and even integrating them into the different societies doesn't that much. But I kind of feel like everyone did their part to make everybody happy, and I don't see why they still need to be separated. Maybe they don't be in Alexandria, make their own little world. I don't know. I'm glad that the trash lady is normal, because I kind of figured that whole world was normal. And I felt bad for her last season when like whole world, like everyone she built around herself died. So I did feel really bad about that, but I'm glad she's like found people in Alexandria and they took her in and whatever. Still don't know what's up with the helicopters from last season. Didn't show any this time, but whatever. And my thing too is when that boy that nobody knew before, nobody cared about, and still doesn't now died. Um, why did everyone be like, oh, or at least the parents be like, oh, this is the worst thing ever? Like, bitches, you know how many people have died? Like, yeah, it sucks that your son died. He didn't have to go. He didn't have to go. You let him go. It wasn't like, people die in this world lately in the last few seasons, mostly from each other, but there are fucking zombie attacks. Fucking Carl died. Which, by the way, broke my fucking heart into. I cried like that whole episode. And after, oh, Carl! I'll miss you, Carl. Carl! Okay. So, anyways. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about is, besides that, maybe they should have integrated the saviors or sent them away, or like, okay, if you're going to help them, fine, but it should be reciprocal. Like every society has some way of bartering. Hey, we help you build the bridge, you give us some food. Hey, we give you some food, you give me some medical supplies. Hey, we give you some medical supplies, I'll have my doctor heal you up. Whatever the case may be. And those people in the van that gave Maggie like the plans to help build the society. In the preview, it looks like Rick had him, but maybe he was at Hilltop checking him out. Who the fuck knows? That lady's gonna come back and she's gonna want stuff too. And I totally side with Maggie when she was like, no, we need something too. We can't just help them endlessly forever. Like if they can't help themselves, that's not our problem. We didn't kill them. Maybe we should have killed them and they wouldn't be an issue. But whatever. Or again, if those people integrated into the different societies, they could just help each society and again trade out a wonderful system. So I can see why after a year or more, a year and a half, people would start. I would have started well before then, being like, "Oh fuck no, bitches." That's neither here nor there. Anyways, when we do see the saviors, Daryl like makes a break, and Carol decides to take over, and I'm all like, Carol, no, be with the kid, be with Ezekiel, live your best life. But no, Carol has to help her friends. Come on, do you, okay? But obviously, Daryl knows that something's up. They have writing on the wall that says, like, are still Negan. What happened to Negan? I don't think it matters, like Rick said, if Negan is still alive or dead. I think that some people can't be saved and a lot of people just can't change. Like, I think a lot of, like, the worker bee people or whatever that were kind of enslaved to the saviors are the people that are happy that, like, Rick didn't really take over, but he kind of did. Whatever. Yeah, the baby's back up. The babies. Um, Anyways, so I think that the time is done. I think that they either need a couple people there, Carol, Daryl, who the fuck ever, either police these people or they need to be like, we're done helping you. If you need something, come ask us. See what we can do. Um, but whatever. I don't know. I don't like that whole situation. I think a lot of those people can't change. I think a lot of those people don't want to change, whether or not Negan's around. They just want to be assholes in charge of everything. And I think Rick has a little of that in charge of everything complex too, but he doesn't go around like killing people and forcing people to, like, do stuff. But he's kind of forcing all these communities in a way to help out these people that like torture them for many years or a year or whoever the fuck long, kill people and all their shit anyway. So yeah, why can't we all just live in harmony? Like it looks like there's kind of a peaceful moment, but I think the next episode that's um I don't know. I think the saviors are gonna turn. I think Eugene is on the side of good. I don't know if he's necessarily on like Rick's side, but he's on the side of good. It seems like I don't know where Daryl's gonna go. I don't know. We haven't really seen the kingdom again, but like they're thriving, so that's good. So yeah, and we've seen just a glimpse of Alexandria, a glimpse of the saviors, mostly Hilltop episode. We haven't seen the water people or whatever. They're who cares? Like they were so insignificant. They were in like this tiny story plot. Then they came in for one episode in the last season. Like, well, technically, like, who the fuck cares? Whatever. Go live your lives, ladies. Okay, you want to integrate into society or not? Choose. and they have fish at least, so they can trade shit. They can be like, oh, you want to give us some fucking grains? Here you go, trade and barter. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I was really excited. I really liked this episode. It was like an hour and a half long. It was super good. I think, you know, they have other opportunities. Like they go into the Natural History Museum to get all that stuff to help society. Whatever. I think it'll be really interesting to see if any other like groups come, and I believe that this is going to be the last season. So they have what, like 13 episodes, 12 or 13, and then they'll take like a holiday break and then they'll come back in like February or something. So yeah, probably like 12 episodes. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep you guys updated on my thoughts and opinions, unsolicited from out there in YouTube land. But it is me, and I will just do what I want with my videos, and you can watch them or not. So comment below, subscribe, tell me what you think. Were you as excited about these two? Where's my head this one? Hooking up as I am. I want to see him get married. I kind of always used to think she would get it with Daryl. But, and I'm okay with it. And Daryl seems really tried for anything either. I still think that the whole group should just say, fuck it, and all be together and be like, okay, Hilltop, you're cool, awesome, Jesus is in charge. I mean, I can see why, like, because she's king. But I don't know, maybe they all go back to Alexandria. Ever. I don't know why all the communities don't just live together anyway. Like, it seems so silly. Like, why don't they all move to Alexandria? Like, the Hilltop doesn't seem like it has that much housing. It's got one stately manor, and then it looked like a couple, I don't know, fucking RVs and maybe some tents. That's not gonna go in the winter. I'm not exactly sure where they are. They're probably somewhere in Georgia. They gotta be somewhere next to it. But we didn't even see Morgan this episode. Hello. Morgan's one of my favorite characters ever. Right? I'm gonna see some Morgan. See what's going on in Morgan's room. From that preview, we will see more. Right? But yeah, anyways, I'm getting off track. Thought this was a good episode. Hour and a half went a lot faster than I thought it would. It wasn't super actiony, but you know what? A lot of The Walking Dead really isn't. There were some tense moments, especially right at the beginning. Worried about the king. I thought it was really cool to see Abraham, the guy who played Abraham, boop boop boop, in one of the commercials during the show. I hope that commercial ran for you guys too. I don't know if it's those countrywide. Who knows? Anyways, all right. I'm gonna be done with my ranting and raving because it's starting to sound like a crazy person. I'm tired and I'm ready for bed. So, have a good night. Comment, subscribe, keep these up. Make sure to watch my American Horror Story videos, and you guys have a wonderful day.